A very warm welcome. You're watching World 360 with me, Akanksha Swaroop. Now, for the first time in 5 years, India and China have taken part in first meeting of special representatives. What we can say is that positive signals have emerged from this meeting. Also, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is facing calls to resign amid mounting pressure from the US President-elect Donald Trump. Will Trudeau resign? And if not, what are the options ahead for the Canadian Prime Minister? Also, a look at Middle East, and Netanyahu has described his phone call with Donald Trump this week as a very warm phone call. Brings us back to the moot question: what will Trump's return to the White House mean for the crisis in the Middle East? We'll be deep diving in all of those aspects, but first up are the headlines. Russian President Vladimir Putin has said that Russia is ready to compromise on ending the Ukraine war in possible talks with US President-elect Donald Trump. US President-elect Donald Trump has reiterated his intention to impose reciprocal tariffs in retaliation for the high tariff imposed by India on import of certain American products. Outgoing Biden administration is exuding confidence that India and the US will be able to weather the challenges to their relationship that arose after two recent indictments, one related to a Sikh separatist Gurpatwant Singh Pannu and the other to Indian billionaire Gautam Adani. And the US House of Representatives has overwhelmingly rejected President-elect Donald Trump's back plan on US government shutdown, leaving the next steps uncertain. Now, after a 5-year hiatus, India and China have resumed border talks. National Security Advisor of India, Ajit, Doval, on Wednesday met with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang in Beijing for the 23rd round of the special representative talks. During the meeting, India and China agreed on 6 points to resolve the border issue. Both sides agreed on the need to maintain peace and tranquility in the border areas and promote the healthy and stable development of bilateral relations. The consensus points also include cross-border terrorism, including in areas, in fact, I beg your pardon, it includes cross-border tourism, including in areas like Tibet, and cross-border river cooperation and Nathula border trade, and resumption of Mansarovar Yatra as well. During talks, India and China both positively evaluated the solution on border issues between countries and reiterated that the implementation work should continue. It was discussed that the border issue should be properly handled from the overall situation of bilateral relations between New Delhi and Beijing. The two sides in the meeting have reaffirmed their commitment to continue seeking a fair, reasonable and mutually acceptable package solution to the boundary issue. This in accordance with political guidelines agreed upon by the special representatives of the two countries on resolving the boundary issue in 2005. India and China will also take positive measures to promote this process. Remember, the talks come against the backdrop of a major breakthrough at the LAC. Currently, both sides are conducting patrolling twice each week in the areas of Demchuk and Dipsang. This patrolling was allowed after 21st of October deal that not only provided authorized access to the Indian Army but also resumed grazing by Indians in the areas. However, a decision on moratorium on patrolling in buffer zones is yet to be reached upon.